Beneath the magnolia tree. It was under the magnolia tree, every spring, that Claire would sit with her journal, capturing pieces of the world with her pen, petals falling like whispers, the breeze like secrets brushing past her skin. She was a writer who believed in love the way some believed in magic, unseen, inexplicable, yet entirely real. Every day at exactly 4 p.m., a young man named Elias would pass by, headphones in, eyes lost in thought, always holding a sketchbook. Claire noticed him before he noticed her. She began writing about him before she even knew his name, describing him as the boy with ink-stained fingers and a mind full of skies. One day, it rained. Claire hadn't brought an umbrella, but she stayed anyway, pages of her journal curling from the moisture. Elias, on his way past, paused for the first time. "You're going to ruin your book," he said, offering her his umbrella. "It's already full of storms," she replied with a soft smile. That was how it began. They sat beneath the magnolia tree day after day. He would draw while she wrote. They exchanged silence like the gentlest of conversations. Over time, their words unfolded, favorite books, childhood fears, the way she always cried at the end of movies, the way he could see shapes in clouds that reminded him of lost dreams. Elias drew her once without telling her. She found the sketch folded into her journal one afternoon. She stared at the way he had captured her not just as she looked, but as she felt. "You see me," she whispered to him the next day. "I always did," he replied. Seasons passed. Summers with lemonade kisses and fireflies in their hair. Autumns where the leaves echoed their laughter. Winters spent watching snow fall in silence, fingers intertwined like they belonged there forever. But life, as it often does, took a turn. Elias was offered a once-in-a-lifetime art fellowship in Italy. Claire encouraged him to go, even as her heart quietly broke. "Some stories need distance to be written," she said, her voice trembling like the last leaf of fall. He promised he would come back. They wrote letters, real ones, stamped, sent, opened with trembling hands. Each letter was a lifeline, full of sketches and words, dreams and longing. The distance didn't break them. It only made them stronger. A year passed. Then 2. And one spring, under the magnolia tree, Claire sat alone again, journal in hand. A breeze picked up. Petals danced. Then footsteps. She looked up, and there he was, taller, older, but with the same eyes that always saw her. "Did you write our ending?" he asked. "I waited for you to come finish it," she said, tears in her eyes. He took her hands and placed a small, delicate magnolia flower between the pages of her journal. "Then let's begin the rest." Under the moonlight. On a quiet night in Paris, beneath the soft glow of the moon, Emma sat alone on a bench by the Seine River, her sketchbook resting on her lap. She came to the city for inspiration, never expecting love to find her instead. Leo, a musician who played violin nearby every evening, noticed her presence. For days, he watched her sketch the city, lost in her world. One night, he approached her with a shy smile and said, "Your art is as beautiful as the moonlight tonight." They talked for hours, forgetting the time, lost in stories, laughter, and dreams. Every evening after that, they met by the river, Emma sketching, Leo playing. Their hearts danced to a melody only they could hear. Months passed, and their love grew quietly, like the blooming flowers in spring. On a rainy evening, Leo took Emma's hand and whispered, "You've become my favorite song." And just like that, under the same moonlight where it all began, they shared their first kiss, soft, sweet, and full of promises.